They may have some, also have something on my door, but I don't think it's anything bad on my door. If they hit you, they may leave some notice here.
It's true. Is it not reasonable enough that that matches up perfectly though? Where we're currently parked?
I don't know. I don't think it's my fault. I'm very careful because the car seat on this side. Every time I open this door, I will try as much as possible, but at the same time I will keep my attention as much as possible also. So I don't think it's my fault to hit that. Maybe, I don't know, it's this
Did anyone else park in this space? Did anyone else park in this space?
I don't know.
The damage yesterday when I left my vehicle was not there, and the damage this morning when I went to my vehicle was there. There's only one reasonable assumption here. I don't mean to be rude. I'm glad you came down here to try to talk this out with me. But, I mean, it's reasonable to assume that this door swung out and hit my vehicle. Did you let someone else park in your space? Because if no one else did...
Yeah, this morning I drove this car out and came back in on time. And I don't think it's... 2 times I opened this door, I'm very careful to hold the door.
Well,
yeah.
I wouldn't have an issue for it if it weren't for the fact that it seemed a little bit negligent to me, because you do have a lot of space on this side where you can park your vehicle a little bit closer because you're able to get out completely. And so I just feel like when I saw that, I thought, you know, well, that could be a lot worse. It's a door ding. This might happen. It's going to happen at some point. But I just didn't like the fact that no one left a note about it. And I thought, well, maybe they couldn't see it. You know, it's dark in this garage, and it's hard for me to see it now because the car's lit.
Yeah. You know, this morning I put my daughter in. It's a very small place. I can't open the door, so first I move out and then open the door, put my daughter in. So in the garage, I know it's very hard. It's very tight space. So every time, if I can't open the door big enough to put her in, I will go back and open the door fully, put them in, and make the car seat and make the seat belt for her.
And you just opened your door, however, and it opens to the exact point. So unless someone else parked next to me in this garage in your spot with a Nissan Altima of this year and model, then it's reasonable to assume this was your door. This somehow got damaged. You might not remember how, but there's no other possibility. The car was parked overnight in this garage, and unless someone decided to drive up, park here, ding the shit out of it, and then drive away, then it was your vehicle. Please take responsibility, because I don't want to file a police report on this, but I may have to. I would like to get this fixed. Because the reason I know it wasn't there yesterday is yesterday I freaked the hell out because somebody crashed into, or I shouldn't say that, but somebody parked right into this side.
Oh, okay. That's a big one.
Yeah, and so like that's why I'm thinking that's not that big of a deal. However, for those to happen within the same 24-hour period does get to me. It bothers me because it's a brand new car, I'm young, and it's hard to afford something like this, honestly. So
I can understand.
The guy left a note, and I was super glad about that, but I've got to go to the body shop for that, and then today, that was yesterday, and then today I see that one. And so I actually knew I had inspected that wheel well because the note he left when I got to my car, I came from this side, his note on the windshield said it was he said it was my rear right fender, or rear left fender, and I'm like, there's no damage here. I looked at it in the sunlight, it's fine. So he was wrong, but that's the reason I know that the damage wasn't there prior, because I had closely inspected it yesterday.
Yeah. But I don't think it's my fault, really. Yeah, this morning I opened the door. I put her in, I adjust the back. Even to this side, I opened the door fully and put her in, make the seat belt. And after at noontime, we drive back home and I put her out and then park the car. I don't think it's my fault, really. Yeah.
Well, now, when you say it's your fault, I understand accidents happen, but you're just saying that a ghost car came and did that in your spot and left.
I don't know, maybe, or...
It lines up with your door perfectly, and as seen by this, the parking seals aren't the best. It wouldn't have been an issue if the car, I'm sure, were just parked farther over right there.
Yeah, maybe next time I can, definitely.
I try to give you guys both space. Because I remember when he was the only one parking here, I parked way over here, and now I've gradually made sure there's more space there. But I don't feel like this is my fault for parking too closely. I feel like you park too close, and when you open the door, it hit that. And it's a mistake, and I just want you to own up to it. I don't like hearing that, well, it probably wasn't me. Some other car probably came in here and did. No, it was in this garage. You're parked here. You're parked on the line right now. It shows me that you make a habit of parking too close. to reasonably get in and out of that side.
Yeah, in the future, maybe I will try to, as possible, as close as possible to that one. Yeah.
Okay. But you don't want to, of course, you don't want to give any of your hard-earned money to fix the damage you did to someone else's property.
I don't think it's my fault.
Okay, sir, when you damage someone else's property, you need to take responsibility for it. You are an adult. You are probably much older than me.
Yeah.
And I would really like to see you fix this.
You mean I will pay money to fix this?
Yes, my vehicle that you damaged, I would like fixed. And I'm Nicholas, by the way. I don't know your name.
Okay, I'm Leo.
All right, Leo. Yeah. Nice to meet you. I'm sorry about the circumstances.
Yeah.
But I was upset by that. I mean, I'm already having enough problems starting to park at a college campus of assholes who aren't careful. A door ding's the least of my worries, but it's still damage that your vehicle caused. There's no reasonable assumption that anyone else caused that because the vehicle was parked here with no damage overnight.
But you know that for the car, if they hit to each other, they will make the marks on both cars. But there is nothing on my car. You know that? For example, my car scratched a lot. You know, both sides, this side here.
I understand.
know that because another car scratched that. They may make that marker on the other car. But my car is no sense on that. You know that. So you can't 100% sure it's my fault. And based on my memory, I didn't open the door and to hit your car. As I mentioned earlier, I park back and put her in and close the door. I know this place is. You can see my car seat is on this side.
Yeah, unfortunately,
the car seat for her is on this side.
Yeah, and I appreciate you going to those efforts. If you really do that, I appreciate it. I actually just talked to someone else who said he noticed that you parked really close last time, which I never actually saw you park next to me. When I parked, you weren't here. When I left, you were gone. So, but someone else, another guy over there I just spoke to, actually said he witnessed you parking yesterday. He's like, yeah, I noticed you parked really super close to you. So it's not just me that's noticing this. I just literally talked to a dude who, like, I don't even know, but I introduced myself because I liked his car, and then he was like, oh, you own that CRC? He's like, yeah, I saw the dude parking next to you, and he was really close, and I was like,
yeah, you know, this place is only this big. It's, one side is close to here.
See, you could actually get out of your driver's side with complete ease because there's nothing on this side.
Yeah, I think I can, next time I can try my best to park further here. But, you know, it's for only this space. I can't open the door to put my daughter in. I need to go back and put her in. Only this space I can't, even I touch to your car, if I touch your car, I still can't put my daughter in. You understand?
Well, I understand that, yes, you do need space to put your daughter in the vehicle, and it sounds like you did take some efforts to try to prevent that damage.
Yeah.
I am just not happy with the fact that you don't own up to it. Of course, you're pushing the blame to someone else. It wasn't you. You don't want to pay for any of it because it was just anyone. It was someone else, anyone but you, even though you parked next to me. You're overline now. Someone else has witnessed that I didn't even know, so they're not biased. They witnessed you parking sloppily yesterday, they said. And that's why I'm under the reasonable assumption that the damage done to my vehicle in the past however many hours was from your car.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe another car came because I just moved here Monday, yesterday. So maybe somebody still assumes this spot is empty, so they may park pick it.
Although they also happen to have a Nissan Altima as well, which is what I'm just having a hard time believing. It lines up so perfectly. I didn't even intend for that to happen, but when I parked, it actually seems like I guess you must have been parked like this yesterday because it lines up so well. The dent in the car.
Yeah.
I don't want to let this go.
I don't know. Maybe another car have the same height or same height above the door.
That is complete bullshit.
Why? You know all the cars?
Because nobody else came in here and parked next to this vehicle. Your car, the Altima's door, lines up, this right here lines up perfectly. Now the thing is there any residual paint on yours? No, that's because there wasn't really much paint taken off mine, to be honest, and second, you could have easily wiped it off if you had noticed. Unfortunately, door dings don't actually tend to leave that much of any kind of dent or mark on the car that creates the ding.
There is that one?
Right on the wheel well.
Here? Here?
Yep.
You can see this is a pretty strong hit. If something happens, I can't open the door for that so strong. You know? you don't need to open the door so strong.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, in the future, I definitely can park as close to as
Okay.
possible.
And
But for this fault, I will not admit it. In the future, I will pay my attention to keep my car, all the doors, and park my car as close to that.
yeah,
place.
which we appreciate because I understand that shit happens. That happens. That happens. I even wasn't mad when I found that. I was a little bit pissed off, but I read the dude's note and I talked to him, and he was actually very nice and gave me his insurance info, and he owned up to it. But that's what got to me out of everything, because no owning up to it, just it must have been someone else. I think you'd know if that door was opened and it hit my vehicle. I think you know, unless there was someone else driving your car in that spot, then it was you, and you know that it happened.
Yeah,
You just won't admit to it.
It's not.
I can file a police report. That's just going to be paperwork. That probably, you know what? They'll probably say, yeah, well, we can't really prove it. There's no residue on the car.
Yeah. But I don't think it's necessary. It's definitely it's not my fault.
Whose fault is it?
I don't know. You don't know. And I don't know whether they have the camera in this parking lot. If they have, they can get the camera.
And I'm assuming they don't. You're very lucky, because you'd be watching that. You'd realize, oh shit, I actually did carelessly hit his car with my door.
You can assume I take my daughter here and put her on the car. Even this close, even you can see, even I park as close as to this side, I can't open the door fully to put her in, right? To make the seatbelt for her. Even I open
Which would be more easily done if your car were farther over, as you said you try to do, which I appreciate that much.
Yeah.
On the other hand, that's not necessarily your difficulties getting her in and out do not necessarily excuse this. I'm sorry you have difficulties getting her in and out. I don't want that to be the case. And I try to give you more space. I'm like slightly to the left here, but for the most part, I'm centered here. I had a hard time getting out just because it's so close, but you're still in your line, and I made sure to not hit your door.
I'm sorry about that, but I don't think it's my car to hit.
It's not your fault. It just magically happened.
Maybe.
All right.
Okay.
All right, understand. Well, I just hope you know you have been recorded, and this will be probably posted online. It's fucking ridiculous, so.